He wanted to be a pilot. He was making steps towards that. He had enrolled in an aviation class at TCC. He was an Eagle Scout in North Tulsa. I think he was one of the first Eagle Scouts in North Tulsa.
Shelley Davis, an advocate for 35-year-old Shannon Smith, is determined to show the world who she says Smith really is. She described him as a man who was building a promising future, someone with a good head on his shoulders. But since October 2010, Smith has been behind bars for a murder that he and Davis insist he did not commit.
There is nothing tying Shannon to this crime.
Davis says Smith's DNA was not on the crime scene, and there was no weapon, no fingerprints, nothing. In fact,
he was in the city of Claremore, spending the weekend with his girlfriend and her family at the time the shooting took place. They took a toll highway, so there would have been tolls that they paid to get to where they were going. None of this was looked into.
In 2010, court documents reveal there was a deadly altercation between two rival gang members at the former Comanche Park apartments.
Everybody came out of their apartments to witness this altercation.
Davis says Smith was pinned for the murder not because he was involved, but because he was not a gang member. She believes the actual killer knew there would not be any retaliation. What tied Smith to the case, she says, was that he occasionally hung around the apartment complex where the crime happened. Court documents confirm her theory. She also points out that the prosecution used a previous drug charge to paint Smith as someone capable of murder. Then in 2017, court documents say another person confessed to the 2010 killing on his deathbed.
And he, had to clear his conscience before he passed away. He showed them where he disposed of the murder weapon.
Then in 2019, Smith's sister received a message on Facebook telling her about the confession. Smith hired a private investigator and filed for post-conviction relief, but the court denied the request. Smith still did not give up. Last year, he filed a federal document asking for the conviction to be justified. This year, a judge reviewed both old and newly presented evidence.
Basically tearing up the state's case against him, saying no juror acting reasonably would ever have found him guilty if presented with this new evidence. They said that the witnesses against Shannon were not credible. They were both felons, both facing felony charges at the time of the trial in 2013. Both had charges dropped after they testified against him, yet they claim there were no deals made with either of these witnesses. The other witness lied on the stand. They all lied on the stand, all of them.
Davis, who advocates for inmates who believe they've been wrongly convicted, says they're now trying to get discovery evidence from the Tulsa County District Attorney's Office. She says she filed an open records request 3 times, but was denied. She hopes to get the records before the deadline of June 5th.